I think these days, more than ever, people would agree that it's not cool to have blind allegiance. How do you build serious bonds with your friends? Because me and my friends, there was this unspoken, like, I will die for you. Someone asked me recently, they said, how many people could you call right now and say, yo, something's going down, I need your help, do you have my back? Basically the scene from The Town.
I need your help. I can't tell you what it is, you can never ask me about it later, and we're gonna hurt some people.
Whose car are we gonna take?
Now, this is sort of a magic question because it tells you who your true friends are, but there's a caveat to it. Oh, what, this? I see you staring at the Rebel. Yeah, the OG Fight Tips fans remember this. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Fight Tips started 20 years ago. I was a 15-year-old kid. It was all street fighting content. Then it turned into combat sports and MMA. And now in this video, I want to talk about the first time that I was in a brawl. I'm talking squad versus squad. 15 people, rocks being thrown at people's heads, pool sticks being broken across people's back. And lucky for you, I have it all on video. Never before seen footage. I've never shared this before. Before we walk down memory lane and watch some street fight footage, let's talk about that hypothetical question. How many people could you call right now that you trust would be there for you if you needed them? Yeah, I got a crazy random ass question for you.
Okay.
So, my sister's ex-boyfriend, like total piece of shit.
Damn, that sounds random already.
He just hit me up because he heard I'm gonna be in Delaware next week, swearing he's gonna bring a squad of dudes up and roll me out. I just wanted to make sure that, you know, you got my back if some shit goes down.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah, he's been harassing her for like years.
He's like kind of a crazy guy or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I don't
Of
even
course
know
I
this
got
is.
your back, dude.
Say it again.
Oh, of course I got your back.
Thanks, man.
You ever seen that clip of Ben Affleck and Jeremy Renner?
No, I never saw that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm actually filming a Fight Tips video and I'm talking about that clip. And I'm like, this is a good way to find out who your true friends are. So you passed.
Hell yeah, dude.
Taking this one step further, this is how you sort of get that magic bullet question. How many people would choose not to call you? Meaning, how many people would be smart enough and compassionate enough to not get you involved? A lot of my friends are dads now. I don't want to put the kids at risk of their dad not coming home. A lot of you longtime viewers are dads now, and some of you have kids that are going away to college. Now, luckily, August is self-defense month on Magnus, so for the rest of the month of August, for just $7, you'll get access to the Street Smart Self-Defense Program, and this is put together by Coach Katie Hurd. Listen, I've been doing this for a long time. She is the best self-defense coach in the world.
Down! Go, go, go! Someone you love needs you! You gotta fight! Someone you love needs you to fight! You gotta fight!
And if you're interested, starting on August 25th, she is launching a 6-week self-defense program. This is complete with daily programming, drills, live Q&A sessions, so that you, your child, your daughter can become an absolute weapon. So when it comes to self-defense, it's all about knowledge and training. They always picture that hooded figure in an alleyway attacking them, but most of the time it's someone that they know. People don't realize that most violent attacks against women, 68%, are from someone that they know. Someone that they're dating, someone that they formerly were dating. If you want to be safer, it all comes down to knowledge and training. So what happened was, one day I get a call from my best friend at the time. He's like, yo, I'm at the mall. These dudes are waiting for me to leave so they can jump me. I need you to rally the boys together and get up here so we can scrap these motherfuckers, right? So this was the spot back in the day. And now it's really sad. Where is everybody? I hate to sound like your parents, but like, are kids just seriously sitting at home playing video games? Remember when our parents would be like, you're gonna rot your brain and get out and play outside. I just filmed that video last week at the playground. There was one dude there, one drunk guy drinking beer out of his cooler, but no kids playing basketball, no kids at all. Anyway, so I call Sean, who's our only friend that has a car. And before I know it, we're driving up there, right? Oh, and before you ask, of course I've got my mouth. Of course I got my mouthpiece on me. You wanna know one weird tip to win any street fight? So we get there and we see AJ and he's like, yo, they're right there. And it was right outside. If this is it, I think this is the building right here. This was the Models. This was the sporting goods store. And there was a group of about 8 kids in here. they're all at the register buying pool sticks. I think kind of what it was at that point was like, whose bark is louder, who can posture more. And they're like, we're buying pool sticks. We're gonna break these pool sticks over your head. And we're like, cool, we don't need any pool sticks. And we're like, let's go. And I remember like, let's go. And we started walking down this way. We go out these doors and they're right behind us, they're following us. And then we walk out this way. And at this point, when you're making the walk to a fight, the adrenaline's pumping and you're just kind of fighting that doubt that's creeping in. Are we underprepared? Do we need weapons? One of our guys that was with us, Sean, was just like, he was a little bit older, he was about 2 years older than us. I think we all kind of looked up to him. And he just had like this pure confidence about him and any and everything that he did, but especially fist fights. And whenever Sean was there, you were just like, you felt confident and you always followed his lead. So we walk up right over here and this is exactly where I set my camera down. That's the cement block that I rested. And we basically put our backs against this guardrail, stood our ground and fought. So I went like this. This is exactly where I put it. Boom. It's hard to see who's who. It's more about like movement. You're using your peripherals to see like, is someone swinging at you? Is someone sneaking up from behind you? All right, let's break this sequence down. So that's shown on the right there in the black t-shirt. On the left, you see Mike winding up to throw a rock against one of the kids that has a pool stick, but that causes him to drop it. In a moment, you'll see his friend pick it up and come charging in. So they all rush him. Sean steps in. That's AJ on the right there in the white t-shirt about to step in. There's the kid picking up the pool stick. Now watch this next sequence. This is crazy. He winds up to hit Sean with it. And as Sean comes in from out of frame, catches him with the right hand, but then he eats a rock to the face, doesn't miss a beat, squats down, picks the pool stick up mid-air, and follows suit. So watch these two kids. They both got chunks of asphalt in their hand. The first one hits Sean, the next one misses. Sean grabs the stick, and that's me in the white hat there. We just take off after them. And admittedly, the guy was fast. He was faster than me. I couldn't catch him. Now, I got locked in and kept chasing that kid for longer than I should. But if you look to the left here, you see the original kid that had the pool stick wrestling with my buddy Mike. And he of the group gets the worst of it. And warning, it does get pretty brutal. Now, if that kid ever finds this video, he's going to see that most of his friends are doing a lot of standing around. So I turn around and you see me coming back at this point. And as I'm making my way back, this is where I'm seeing individual fights happen, one-on-ones. And then I'm looking for people who need help, like friends that need help. But this is when I realize that we're getting the upper hand. You see me right here swing at one guy. And at this point, this is when you see Sean just unloading ground and pound. And this is where it gets kind of brutal. Bruce was able to take the pool stick off one of the guys. And then he starts hitting him with it. Now, it looks like the car pulling up there to break it up. Talk about a good Samaritan too. It talked about like being brave. Sometimes breaking up could save someone's life. Now, let me make it very clear that I'm not glorifying violence at all, because this particular fight, it couldn't have gone any better, meaning both sides left without any serious injuries. That's usually not the case in a street fight, especially one on asphalt or concrete. It's usually not the case when there's multiple people involved. And there was weapons involved, luckily no knives or guns, and these days it is just not worth it. But there is a strong lesson that was learned here, and it's that when our friends fought for each other, there was a bond that just got really strong. However, when that bond was broken, or when you took advantage of someone's trust and their friendship, it was very hard to earn that trust back. And that's what started to happen towards the end there. The calls that I would receive were less about getting jumped and more about fights that they were starting, whether it was because they were drunk or it was about money or drugs. And that's exactly what started to happen. Harder drugs, alcohol became part of my friends' lives, and it put a strain on our friendships. And looking back on this video, it's sad to watch because half of them are dead. Bruce is dead, Mike's dead, Sean, tough as nails, but not too tough for addiction. And the first person I lost was AJ, the person who called me originally. He died not even 2 years after this video was taken. You know, both being 17 years old. I was mad at him for a very long time after he passed because I felt like that bond was broken. But looking back, he was a 17-year-old kid. He was a 17-year-old adrenaline junkie that loved to fist fight, loved to have a good time. He made a lot of mistakes, and unfortunately, he made one night in December when he was driving home from work one night and crashed his car. There was alcohol in his system. unfortunately. Kind of looks like a fentanyl tranq addict right there. Like I said, addiction runs rampant out here in the Philly suburbs. It doesn't discriminate against men or women or age, ethnicity. Fucking sucks. This is the old arcade. Played a lot of Tekken Tag here. Who were the two people? Who'd I pick? Definitely Horong. But you know what? I think I was picking Roger Jr. Steve, obviously, but then when you whoop someone with Roger, they would just get the kangaroo. They'd get super upset. So know your people. Know who your friends truly are. And you could ask them. You could say, yo, could I trust that you would be there for me if I needed your help? And this is going to force some communication, right? And set some expectations too. Because this is when you say, look, I will be there for you so long as you're not taking advantage of my loyalty, right? If it's truly unavoidable, okay, I'll be there. But don't get me involved in something unless you truly need me, right? Because now you have the expectations. And also, it's okay to say, no, I don't think I'm that person. I don't think, as much as I want to say yes, I don't think I'm the person that would step in a fist fight and help you out. Finally, people make mistakes. If someone made the promise and they broke that promise and they say, look, I am sorry, I wanted to be there for you, but fear took over and I froze. I'm sorry. Forgive that person. If they ask for forgiveness and they apologize, I think that is just as admirable. But now you know. Now that's not someone that you can trust in a situation like that. They're still a friend. They're just not the level of a friend that you go to war with, right? And I think about AJ, and you know, he was a 17-year-old kid when he passed. He was a child. Of course he made mistakes. And of course I forgive him, but I wish I could tell him to his face that I forgive him and that I love him. So, you know, unfortunately he passed way too early. And you never know when that's going to happen. So tell your friends that you love them and have these conversations with them.